Hello everyone. As you might know, I've done the Warlock Greenfire questline and I wanted to show you guys the lore behind it and explain a little bit about what's going on. It seems like some parts are missing or they're left for speculation, but let's see what we can make of it, shall we? The story behind the questline is that it begins with finding a tome. Your observer explains that the tome gives instructions on how to open a gateway to another world, but this world no longer exists. It was destroyed as a show of power during the enslavement of Zorath. Zorath is a planet enslaved by the Burning Legion, and for example the warlock their mounts, their dread steeds, are from this planet. You're told to bring the tome to your warlock trainer and he makes you read about the Council of the Black Harvest. The Council of the Black Harvest has 6 powerful warlocks as members, and they each were present during a major event like the Siege of the Black Temple or the Battle with Ragnaros. The Council, its plan is to find more power for the warlocks since the other classes are also getting stronger. They're trying to get this power from enemies defeated during the Cataclysm and explains how the warlocks get their new spells in Mist of Pandaria. 3 teams are made and each team sets out to a different destination. You follow the journal and soulstones left behind by Jubeka Shadowbreaker, which tells the story of her traveling with Kenrafat Ebanlucky as they make their way to Outland and the Black Temple. The first interesting bit lore-wise happens on day 32 at the ruins of Farallon. Jubeka questions why the demons remain in Outland so long after the Legion left. Kenrafat replies by explaining that the demons were in the service of Illidan and not the Legion. Jubeka asks why does that matter, since Illidan is also gone, to which Kenrafat says, how should I know? This is interesting since apparently the demons should have left after their masters left or died, but they didn't. Did they get a new master, or is their old master Illidan still out there? The next bit is on day 47 at the ritual circle of Vimgol. They summon a Doomguard and Kenrafat is questioning it about the origins of the demons. He asked what they were before the betrayal of Sargeras, so before the creation of the Burning Legion. The Doomguard explains that before Sargeras freed them, they were the Titan's hounds, forever enslaved to police the use of arcane magics. Sacrificial magic was considered the greatest violation of life, and the demons were attuned to instantly punish those who delved into such delicious sorcery. The story behind this is a long one and I have a different video up if you want to learn more. The short version is that Sargeras was or is a Titan and he was part of the Pantheon, the leaders of the Titans. He was their greatest champion and he fought against the evil of the universe and imprisoned the demons. This conversation explains that they did not only imprison the demons, but they also used them to do their bidding. They were used to police the magics in the world, and it's interesting to see that the Titans used evil to enforce their way of life. That is of course until Sargeras turned evil, set the demons free and created the Burning Legion. The next bit is on day 50 at the Altar of Damnation in Shadowmoon Valley. Kenrafat is worried that his plans of gaining more power might fail, and if that's the case then he wants Jubeka to banish him forever. She's his safety net and after this agreement they make their way to the Black Temple. You follow in their footsteps and along the way you meet up with Akama. He was trying to trap the warlocks that had broken into the temple many months ago. He leads you to the first place that they went to, which is the Shrine of Lost Souls. At the shrine you receive a vision where Kenrafat explains that the shrine is not so different from the original Well of Eternity. The shrine was powerful enough to cleanse the demons from their corruption and it was the price Illidan paid to recruit the demons. He probably also intended to use this as a power source for the Blood Elves, but for some reason he never let them near it. It's uncertain why the Titans actually created the first Well of Eternity. It's speculated that it was made to help the races evolve to give them a little jumpstart, or perhaps that it was used to lure Sargeras to Azeroth. No specific reason has been given yet. Whatever the case, we know that the Well of Eternity was a huge power source of arcane magic and it had even enough power to use it to create a portal to summon Sargeras into our world. Fortunately the portal was destroyed before they actually managed to summon him, but Illidan managed to fill 7 vials of water from the first Well of Eternity before it was destroyed. He used 3 of those vials on top of Mount Hyjal to create a new well, and this was the reason why his brother sent him to prison for 10,000 years. Another vial was used by Davramar Sunstrider, and he used this to create the Sunwell, and 2 more vials got into the hands of Illidan's lieutenants, namely Lady Vash and Kelva Sunstrider. That makes 6 vials, so it's possible that he used the 7th vial in the Black Temple to create this little shrine. Now it won't be as powerful as the original well, but powerful enough to cleanse the demons and get them to Illidan's side, and apparently powerful enough to feed the Blood Elves their addiction for magic. From the shrine comes a boss called the Essence of Order, and after you defeat it you received an empowered soul core filled with arcane magic. As a final act, the Essence of Order summons demons into the Black Temple. These demons used to be called Illidari since they were working for Illidan, but now they're called Unbound. Next you follow Akama up to the summits and he asks you to help him and his men fight the demons. Your imp has a better idea and you start looking for whatever treasure you can find. Reaching the top you find the demonic soul well which you use to summon Kenrafad. This is the part where I'm missing a bit of the story. It's unexplained what Kenrafad actually did, where you summon him from and where he got his powers from. This really isn't explained, but whatever the case you fight him and he is one badass warlock now. He can summon pit lords, he can summon massive amount of imps and he can use the spell Deathwing tried to use called Cataclysm. After an intense battle, Kenrafad is weak enough to be banished and Jubeka enters the scene and does what he asked of her. She banishes him forever. You get a small taste of his fell energies and your spells turn green. Like I said, a bit of a gap in the story here. Jubeka says, Kenrafad Abenlucky, thank you for your help. While the world will not know, you saved them more than they're aware. Save them from what? What did Kenrafad do? Their mission was to find more power for the warlocks, right? And they went to the shrine when they found a mini well of eternity. Did Kenrafad absorb the powers of the well to stop it from ever being used? Possible, but he's not corrupted by arcane magic, he's corrupted by fell magic, demonic magic. Also, the Essence of Order was still able to use the powers of the shrine to summon a small army of demons into the Black Temple. I wonder what else we could summon with that power. Is it strong enough to create a new portal for Sargeras? You summoned Kenrafad through a demonic gateway, so did he go to a different planet? Is it possible that he went to the planet known as Zorath and stopped some great big evil there? Was he too weak and did he need to become more of a demon to stop them? There are so many questions to be answered and it almost feels as if they cut out a huge part of the questline to make it shorter or something. Also, what's the deal with Illidan and his demons hanging around? Will we see Illidan return? There was a recent Q&A where someone asked if we would see Illidan return, to which Blizzard replied,
You are not prepared.
It's not a no, it's not a yes, but it would fit with the return of the Burning Legion. I mean, who wouldn't want the best demon hunter on their side when you're fighting demons? But once again, we'll just have to wait and see. I hope you enjoyed the summary of the lore behind the Warlock questline. Subscribe if you like my videos, and until next time guys, see ya!
Is Illidan still at the top of Black Temple?
You want them back, don't you?
Could we just bring them all back, Chris? Is that cool?
I wouldn't say all. Actually, we're just in a panel for the broad WoW Q&A, and someone brought up, you ever going to bring Illidan back? And so we just kind of asked, do you guys think we should bring Illidan back? Based on that response, I think it's likely. We'll have to figure it out.